Good afternoon, team, in the little trading den, which is the conservatory. Just wanted to have a little catch up, really, and brush over, the plans and forecast of what we want and what we want out of 2022. For me personally, I'll pretty much stay in my lane. There's been one or two swing trades I've placed which have come in. Effectively bought the dip, which I did do 2 years ago. And whilst I was day trading the S&P 500 and trying to outsmart that, it gained 27%, and obviously on a leveraged account, although you'd have had daily fees, it would have been quite the sum on a relatively small account. I've been speaking to one of my friends. I'll just say he's an ex-banker for now. I'm hoping to get him on the channel. We've been speaking about hedge funds and whatnot, which is, I'll be honest, it's blown my head off. It's very, very intense stuff. But he knows how I trade. I speak to him. He's got traders. He's got funds and capital, and it's just a whole new ball game. Wolf of Wall Street, but done legitimately. So much so that I've got friends and family that want to put in 100 grand or a little bit more, but he's actually advised me not as though I need to take capital. However, if I was to start a fund with, a mil, 10 mil, we can see the sort of returns that are on the table, even the 1 to 5% rule that I stick to. And it's scary, guys. Listen, I scare myself. Okay, I got lucky in the bull run. I'm not denying that I didn't. But there's no secret here that I'm going to say something here that might sound quite rude and quite obnoxious, but let's call a spade, right? I used to lift a few weights. I got in very good shape. I'm going to actually attach a few photos here, right? There's not many people that got in shape that I have, right? And it sounds rude, and I apologise, but let's just talk facts, right? I got in very good shape, right? I had a plumbing commercial mechanical and engineering company. I did very well with that. I tried playing golf. It didn't work. I knew it didn't work for me. My friend wanted me to play golf, and I said, do you know what? It's not for me. I've got no interest, and I'll be no good at it. Lo and behold, I was no good at it. Right, okay, I had no interest in it, and that's that. I'll quite happily jump in my van and go all the way to France or northern Spain and go fishing in the middle of nowhere on a bespoke lake that I can do my due diligence about and know how to fish for that fish or them fish or a specific target fish which we try and aim for, and I'll do that on my own, and my little car and commercial sales. We've got like weird haters out there that randomly assume just because we earn a few quid in the stock market that's where our new vision is. I'm a businessman. I'm quite a capable fellow. I'll turn my hands to a few things. Just because I earn a few quid in the stock market, which I'm fairly new to it, guys. Listen, I'm by no means a stockbroker, but I'm quite capable of staying in my lane. And I've been stung before 18 months ago, 2 years ago, and I've had a few losses. Me and my missus have chosen to have a family. Now we're getting quite personal. This is why I like to keep my group small and take on students that I believe that are right for the group and I'm right for them. Not the greatest business model, because I could just sell 500 courses and earn a lot of money off it. This is why that other mentors are idiots, because you've got guys that are trading the stock market and earning 200-300 quid a day, but yet they'll sell 500 courses at 300 quid and earn 150 grand, and they'll call it pocket money. They're lying to you. Believe you me, they're lying to you. I sold 140 odd courses. I earned 50 odd thousand pounds. No, I think about 40 odd thousand pounds. Let's just work it out. Got my calculator here. 150 courses, call it 140 times 350, 49,000 pounds. I think that's a lot of money, right? So if the mentor that is out there now telling you that that's pocket change and he sold a lot more than me is an idiot. Not only that, he doesn't really respect you as a student, and nor can he do when he's got 500 people and he respects that £300 a day is a lot of money in the stock market. £300 is a vast amount of money, and I'm not being sarcastic, it's a lot of money, guys. 300 quid on a reasonably small account is £6,000 a month. I'm not saying that the guy can earn that, he does earn that. But equally, don't bring out the BS saying that, you know, I sell a few courses and it's pocket money and it's chump change. What, so you guys that are investing in you are chump change people, and you want to try and educate them in the stock market? Anyway, I don't want this to be a big old rant, but I want to get a little few things straight, right? I'm quite a capable fella. I was on a course and on a group and within the community before, and I came through the ranks, okay? It's a bit like you get these weird haters. They don't believe that the profits are real, and we're travelling over to Dubai and Maldives and I live a nice little life, and you know, I've got no kids and it's all great, but I'm not correct in what I post. And now I don't actually put, the odd swing trade that comes in, or the odd bigger win or investment that I do where I identified that NASDAQ may break support, and I kind of got laughed out the door. Let's be honest here. No one assumed that 15k or anywhere near was on the cards. But think worst case. Equally today, I've nicked a few scalps. I got a nice little, I call it a bit of a fake reversal. I don't care what it is. I know that that's reached an amount of sell-off, and there's going to be enough profit in there for me to enter and get out. If I was wrong, I'd have took it, the loss. Equally, I took the little £3,000 or 2,900 quid. I posted it on my Instagram, and it was a nice touch. I mean, we're talking here, guys, right? Everyone's happy to buy a house, right? Put 50 grand into a property at 300 grand, pay a mortgage X, Y, and Z. You talk about putting 50 grand in the stock market, everyone shits the bricks, and rightly so, because it's astronomical amounts of money on a leveraged account. It's astronomical amounts of money on a non-leveraged account. But the magnitude of the profit and losses is scary at times. Not only for the losses, but when you're winning and you're seeing 200-300 quid there, 500 quid there, 1,500 quid, and I've done it today myself. You know, I'm a normal fella, people. I'm a working class guy. That idiot that's on Kick Boss or whatever his name is, some idiot. Why would you be making all this money and, well, I can't go to I've just bought a brand new van on finance. I'm not going to buy a brand new van at 30-40 grand when I could put that in the stock market on a dollar cost average account on me Vanguard fund. Or I would use my capital elsewhere. Rich people borrow money. I'm not rich, by no means. But I can put that lump of money into something, i.e. my cars, which is pretty much well managed because my brother has a car dealership. I get the cars from my brother. My commercials I get from a commercial outlet, and it kind of runs itself. When I was abroad, I sold a few courses, and it was a lot of money, guys. I earned £1,500. I'm not gloating, but I want to be honest with you here. These guys that are saying that they're selling courses and it's chump change and whatnot, I'm like, my students aren't chumps. My students are almost friends. You know, I'm trying to show them what I'm doing. This isn't just a blueprint generic format like, there you go, you bought your money, see it get lost in the system. No. We do things different here. And if I don't, there's been one or two people that said, listen, Rob, I need your help. And I have been busy. You know, I am a businessman. It's a bit like this idiot that says, why would you have more businesses when you earn money in the stock market? Alan Sugar he's just paid himself 300 million or something bizarre, and he's still going to work on Monday. These people are not on my level. I'm telling you that for a fact. But equally, come to York, go to any Costa Coffee in York, right, and phone me, my number or Instagram or whatever it is. Phone me. I'll have a little chat with you. Yeah, call my bluff. Catfish me. But anyway, they ain't gonna do that because they're idiots. They stay behind the laptop and they'll bully someone. You know, I'm not a bully. I'm 6'3" and 20 stone. But I'll come and have a conversation with you. Get a few people there. Get your cameras out, and we'll go through a few bits of P&L, right? But anyway, I don't want this to be a rant, but I want there to be an amount of transparency here. You know, I've got my group. I absolutely love and respect my group. In a weird sort of way, I respect what I've done for myself, right? I used to be a bit of a rum lad. I used to have my fingers in a few pies. I ended up in jail. It was my fault. I travelled the world. I went on the run to Miami. I'm no idiot. Believe you me. I am a normal working class guy. I finished my work. I've nicked a few quid today. I've shown you what I've earned, shown you what I've lost, gone to a pub, had a beer, seen the stock markets crashed. I'm telling you right now, I would have probably bought the dip in and around somewhere. I'd have struggled with FOMO, and I would have probably lost a lump of money, or I'd have been forced to hedge it. A great example, the other day, I lost 1,500 quid, right? 1,400 and something. Just before tea, my missus was cooking tea, right? Tea was ruined, right? I'm being honest with you here now, and I've got a few quid, right? Tea was ruined. I could not eat my tea because I don't know if I've done some money or whatever that day. However, I knew that even today I've done all right. Done 10% today. Done 10 grand. Okay, I know it sounds obnoxious, but let's just use the percentage. 10%. Posted my results. Right. Okay. Got lucky on it might have been yesterday. I traded on the on US Take, closed it fairly early. But guys, I'm seeing this money here. If I see 500 quid on the table sometimes, I'm taking it. I don't care if I've got £1 million in the bank. If I see 500 quid on the street, I'm taking it. Okay, we use our technicals and fundamentals and but I tell you what, when you see lump sum, 500 quid's a lot of money. I don't care if you've got 10 grand account or a 10 million pound account. When you see that in the green and there's a prospect there might be a recovery, you bought the dip or whatever's the scenario, if you think you're on the right side of a trade and that starts adding up, let's talk real here. No one's talking real in all these people. They want to hide behind a laptop. They want to post these daft watches. I was doing that when I was 21 years old, travelling in Ibiza and Miami and importing drugs and container loads of cigs with me pals and this, that and the other. I've lost more money than I'm probably ever going to earn, right? So, listen, I want to be an element of you getting to know me, anyone. I want to come and see Andy because he's well on his way now. He's earned a good few quid. I want to have a little gym session with him. Maybe do a little interview and just say, right, Andy, what am I doing wrong as a mentor? You tell me. Or anyone else out there that wants to ask me a question. Go on my Instagram. I've posted a few things on a few groups. I've got a good old following now. A lot of messages where I'm going to just shelve that till next month and see what I want to do with my group. I'm just a normal fella, and I don't want to come across that I'm not. But on the same token, I'm a capable fella, and I'm very honest in what I can and can't do, right? I went over to Dubai. I seen Zed that I bought his course. I said, Zed, come and see me, mate. I want to thank you. And I tell you what a proper fella, right? We didn't really talk shop because I was with my missus. We were swimming around in the biggest rooftop bar, infinity pool, wherever it was. Went out on the evening. I went out with my missus, went to Gordon Ramsay. I mean, we're talking. I mean, I was doing all that anyway when I was a kid, but I'm doing this on trading money, and I tell you what, I'm doing it on a fairly small account. I mean, if it was a 10 grand account, right, and I'm nicking 1% a day, that's £2,000 a month, right? If I'm earning 2% a day, it's £4,000 a month. £4,000. A flight to Dubai, right? Okay, we went business class and it is what it is. But a normal flight to Dubai is, what, 400-500 quid. You get an Airbnb in Dubai, 500-600 quid, right? And you can go to where I did and look the dog bollocks for 100 quid. Probably £1,000 all in. And you're looking like an influencer. So don't be fooled by these people. Put them behind a camera. I'm not good on camera, guys. I'll be straight. You know, I'm a bit of a lump. I'm not an egghead. I've got a bit of hair, although my hairdresser's ruined it. You know, I just want to come across as a normal fella. And I'm getting tired of people, matey boy, it's just a bit of pocket money. I've sold 600 courses. What, 200 grand's pocket money? And if you'd have invested that or shorted the Nasdaq the other day, you'd have had 150% on your money on a leveraged account. So call it double your money. So now I really know you're an idiot. Do you know what I mean? And now I know you're out for selling court, which is no problem. Listen, they might pick up a few bits and pieces. I'm not criticising anyone. I'm just talking about what they're talking about, and I'm hearing stuff, and it's going around, and I'm like, no, this doesn't sit well with me. But what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to show you that I'm a normal fella. I'm in my conservatory. Did a little video the other day, and now you're going to get to know a bit about me. You know, I did my trades today. Hey, I might have got them all wrong, but I nicked a few quid. Yeah? Someone might say you should have held on to that short, you'd have had 30 grand. Absolutely agree with you. But when you're doing it behind your screen and it's for real and there's a grand or two on the table, sometimes it's hard not to take it. Bearing in mind I'm quite handy at scalping. That's my strategy. I believe that I cannot outsmart the market, but I'm comfortable with my supply and demand. I'll wait for various zones and price action to go into them zones, and I'm quite confident that I can earn 1% a day. I grew my account up through that. I've shown that, and we're talking. So that's 20% on your money. It's £20,000. The other day I mentioned on my chat, right? I'm keeping an eye on Neo. I took 2 grand, guys. I got it wrong. If I'd have left it, I'd have had 70 grand, right? I did a trade in the Maldives. I got 50, right? And my head fell off. I wanted to stay in Dubai. I wanted to get a Lamborghini. I wanted to cancel Christmas because I'm a normal person, right? Now all of a sudden we're like, oh yeah, I want to buy in Marbella, and we're talking about, in a 10 grand account, there's people that are digging streets up, working men like myself, that have tried to come through the ranks and tried to better ourselves, and we're almost lumbered with trading, knowing the 1 to 5% rule. Call it 2%. We know that we can earn 40% a day. We're not trying to outsmart the market by any stretch, right? And I always say your S&P index fund, Vanguard, like myself, long-term portfolio, that's great when I retire. Well, I want my money now. I don't want to, I want to see my 1 to 5%, which I did on a small account. I want to see it now grow, and I'm doing it. I'm doing something no one else is doing, believe you me. I'm not gloating, but they've all done it with the watches, and they've all come full circle and gone, oh yeah, shouldn't have really done that, it's not really, it's not really, that's why Mark Zuckerberg and Warren Buffett, look, I've got a bloody 12 quid Boohoo t-shirt, it's probably the only one that fits me, but anyway, hopefully this hasn't come across negative, but when I get one or two mentors, they're not sitting well with me, they're out for it for the wrong reasons, actually questions their credibility in terms of traders. I've spoke to two people. One is a mentor and he's a very, very clever guy, and I call him Jay, and I actually call him a friend. That guy is, well, in fact, there's two. Mitch, he's super clever. Jay and Mitch, right, wipe the socks off, probably myself, and everyone else. I'll be honest, right? I'm just putting it out there. Equally, I am looking into more swing trades, and I have placed some swing trades. Can't suggest it because it's against the law quite now, because I'm looking into a hedge fund with a lot of friends. Investors as friends as investors, and one friend to formulate the fund. But again, that's way above my head. And the returns you actually have to give the investors is quite a lot. So anyone that claims that they think they can just do a hedge fund, it costs a lot of money, which is no problem. But the returns you have to give the investors and what you take, there's an amount of legality. So no one else is doing what I'm doing. But that's in the back. That's in the back office, and that's what we're bumbling along. And it would be nice to have that and the fanciness. But I tell you what, the profits ain't as good as what we're doing now. Whether it be, if you're working on 1-2% a day. I work on 1 to 5% a day, because I'm broadening my horizons with the swing trades. Typically, once I'd seen a grand or two on the screen in a trade, I'd be cancelling it. I'd be like, what? That's what you done? 2 grand, thank you very much. 40 grand for a month. But that extra 1% on that trade today has earned me another £1,000. That's a lot of money over the month. It's not to be sniffed at. So listen, guys, I'm at the early stages of probably being a wealthy man. Okay, I've got a few quid. I've always had a few quid. I had a few quid when I was 18, 21, 25. I was travelling the world. You ask anyone in York about me, they probably know me or know of me. Just a normal fella. So these people now that are trying to reinvent the wheel, it's kind of rubbing me up the wrong way. And I just wanted to give you a little lowdown on myself. I'm a working man. Don't matter if I had 5 million in my account tomorrow, I'd still be doing what I'm doing. I'd still go with my brother buying cars. I've got a little business. I've got a little united friendship with various people. I go to a pub and there's a few traders in there and we bounce off each other. And I've got someone that wants to talk BS behind. Why would he do that when he's doing this? All right, well, tell Alan Sugar that, and Richard Branson and Simon Cowell when they can retire tomorrow on billions and half a billions. They're idiots. Do you know what I mean? They're just the bullies. Ultimately, the bullies. But yeah, I'm a working man guy, guys. Enjoyed Dubai and the Maldives. I typically go away every 4 or 5 weeks because of the stress. The stress that I've earned today. I traded the Open. I wasn't comfortable what I did. Probably guessed and gambled an amount, not going to lie. My P&L that I posted shows that. However, I got a nice touch on a hidden demand zone, and that's what I'm going to touch on. Supply and demand, and hidden demand and supply. So yeah, I hope this comes across right, and I'm not being too vicious. I just want to say, listen guys, these guys that are earning all these money on courses and selling you the dream, there is no dream. The dream is consistency. The dream is controlling your P&L and walking away and managing that. So yeah, give me some feedback, guys, and see if you want some more videos. I want to get into more videos on trading, which I'm going to do on YouTube and for my group. And yeah, have a good evening and all the best.